everyone, and happy time zones. It's your bird, Aevin the Raven, and welcome back to Bloodborne on Casual. Today, at the very least, I'm going to be running through Hemwick Charnel Lane and the Forbidden Woods. If I manage to get to Bargainworth, I'll unlock Rom. I won't be fighting her, though, because I want to at least have Ludwig dead before I kill Rom. That way I have access to Adeline's blood. Since after Rom you lose access to Adela's. This should be far enough. I'm not going to care too much about loot on my way through Hemwick, because I'm full on a lot of things, actually. In all honesty, I'm probably just going to run straight down the road. Or, well, not straight down the road because there's like explosive barrels or something, but close enough for horseshoes. Just keep rolling, just keep rolling. I just made some dogs very angry. There we go. Go ahead and kill me. At this point, I just respawn. Checkmate, dogs. You killed me, but I got my lamp. You didn't even manage to get rid of my echoes. Alright. Sprint! Well, you're certainly a handful. Down I go. I got hit once. That's actually not that bad. I'm not sure if they'll follow me up the ladder, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. May as well grab this, it's on the path. And I can officially just run straight to the boss. Let's go back to the dream. Okay, this wasn't as difficult as I was expecting. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. Just them running and me not caring. Alright, so I need 900 blood echoes. That's too little. For one blood vial. Oh. And it appears I have 5 more to collect later. Or purchase. Let's go back to Hemwick. At this point, I'm confident in my ability to just run straight to the boss. Considering I've done it before. Bye-bye. Okay, they actually got me. Perhaps I should have stopped and, whatnot. And actually, let's... This might be a waste of a Shaman Bone Blade, but I want to try it anyway. Okay, where are you? There's only like 4 or 5 places you could be. Okay, so that doesn't work. That just outright doesn't work. Good to know. Hi. I saw you that time. Because the 2 witches actually have very different haunting grounds, let's call it. Or not. Wow, that's just sad. One of them is more likely to be around the periphery, the other is more likely to be in the middle. pay no attention to my dog. Though I'd very much like to know where the second witch is. Because you can actually find her before... Getting a few hits in on her is crucial. I wonder how many... Okay. That does damage her health bar even if she's not... Or even if it doesn't show up. Okay, now where's the other one? These two are only even remotely difficult when there's mad ones on the field. Where are you? Oh no. I might be dead. Oh good, I was grabbed. Never thought I'd say that. Of all the times for something... Uh-oh. The witch has actually accidentally helped me. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, actually. That grab attack saved me. Of all the... I never thought I'd be thankful for being grabbed. I'd have had to redo this if the witches hadn't grabbed me. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. I'm going to be laughing about that one for a while. Probably going to clip that. Okay, actually, can I
Welcome.
actually, no, probably not.
Very well.
What I should actually do is check her dialogue, though. Because I forgot to do that last go around.
Welcome.
Repeatedly.
Over time, farewell, good may.
Alright. Suppose there's nothing else for me. But to go back... but... Why did I do that? I'm supposed to go to the Grand Cathedral. Why did I do this? Hang on, I'm dumb. I am so dumb. But the only thing left for me to do right now is the Forbidden Woods. Well, the next thing for me to do. Not the only, considering this is mid-game, not end-game or late-game. Honestly, I consider early game to be up to Vicar Amelia. Mid-game, from Vicar Amelia to Rom. And late game, Yahar'gul and the Nightmare of Mensis. And end game is
Oh, I know.
well, actually, end/late. End game, yeah, late and end game
No, but you will never
would be the
listen.
Nightmare of Mensis.
I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
Well, actually, no. End game would be after Michael Ash.
Blood. Made men by the blood. Undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open.
Fear the old blood. I must take my leave.
By the gods, fear it, Lawrence.
Lawrence was a fool. Okay. Now I head into the Forbidden Woods. Probably not going to do Alfred's stuff. And actually, even if I'm not going to finish Alfred's quest, I should still defeat Martyr Logarius. Because I just thought about it. Getting there costs you HP.
That path.
And if I'm going to be of any help to anyone in the future, having HP is kind of necessary. Alright, so I am really just going to be running through for the most part. There's one pit stop I will make later. After I get the loop around, of course. Well, actually several loop arounds. Running through here might not be the best idea. I cause fear and chaos wherever I tread, apparently. Okay, so they stopped following you at this point. Thank you. Now let's get this loop around. So that I can actually access the stuff later, because I'm going to need over here for Canehurst. Then I'm going to skip the majority of the bottom section of the... or wait. Do I really want to deal with the kidnapper? Let me think on that one. And I'm going to equip the stuff that has the highest poison resistance as my shoes and gloves for the way back. Slow poison, that would be this. This takes me back to Yosefka's clinic, which I don't know why there's a tunnel. Oh, pardon, here. I assume that the imposter dug it. But why she would have trekked all the way through this is beyond me. Inventory, antidote. Let's just not deal with that. And then I'm actually going to put on the bone ash stuff, because I know that the... Well, actually, Charred Hunter has 70. What's bone ash? Yeah, bone ash has the same, actually, as the Charred Hunter in that regard. But also with some decent bolt resistance. Okay. But because I know that the boss of this area does fire damage, it just makes more sense. retreat in here, get that so I don't have to go across the pool if I die. Grab these because I'm literally right here. And now I sprint up the way. Alright. That was easier than I expected. Now, you. Yeah, might be problematic. Just need to take you down with a really nice... Oh, or not. Thankfully, he can be taken out like that. Otherwise, I'd be in a bit of a bind. The whip is definitely better against the snake guys than the burial blade, just because of the range. As I was saying, the whip actually outranges his snake hair. Or snake heads? He can still hit me, I'm not delusional. But if you get your spacing right, the Threaded Cane's whip is phenomenal for dealing damage from a relatively safe-ish distance.
I meant like it. What do you... Yes, just...
Yeah, that's 5 vermin. I messed up by using the 3 at the beginning there. I think the DLC is the only place that drops them normally. Let's... go up in here. Can I run past this guy is the question. Survey says yes. Neat. And I'm actually not going to fight the beast this time. I'm going to send him to Yasefka's clinic. It has roughly the same effectiveness.
Whoa! Blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along. Well, if you're a hunter...
Dude, I just heard you chewing on corpses.
Do you know of any safe havens? Oh, I'll be. Thank you. It's about time I made a move. I can't very well stay out on my own. Oh, you're giving me hope. Terribly kind of you. Take this. It's all I can offer as thanks. Thank you. I can't...
Nah. Why? Why are you making contact? Hunter. And now... I see if I can't make it to that second loop around. Or final loop around. Because I know where it is. It's like right down there. I've just got to follow the cliff. Or wait. Can I jump off here? Yes, but it would not be recommended. Over here looks a little safer, but I'll probably still die. I will definitely die there. Uh-oh. You know what? I'll take it. And then, actually, when I get back to the dream, I'm gonna check something. Upsie daisy. Bye-bye. Because I know that the cannon, though it takes a ton of bullets, does a lot of damage. And I should actually be able to buy another blood rock from the insight shop if I use up all of my insight. I sent this back up, didn't I? Where's the lever? Ah, I walked right past it. So how can I infuse the cannon with bone marrow ash, for one thing? And for another, how effective will it be? I think the cannon uses like 10 bullets. Oh, wait, the doll moved. What do you have to say?
Home, good what is... Hunters have told me about the church, about the gods and their love. But do the gods love their creations? I am a doll created by you humans. Would you ever think to love me? Of course. I do love you. Isn't that how you've made me? Hunters have... would you... Of course... isn't... Farewell, good may...
Alright, so first of all, can I buy a blood rock from you? If I get 60, yes. How much does a Great One's Wisdom give? I forget. 2. Okay. So if I do 5 of those... And then... 1 of these. Fortify. I need to go get some or put stuff away and get stuff out of my inventory. Or yeah, I'll take the cannon. Put away the wooden shield. Put away the flame sprayer. Fortify. I have a ton of bloodstone shards at this point. Wow, really? Really? I need 2 more bloodstone chunks. And this one doesn't have any blood imprints, so I can't put any blood gems on it. Just how much damage does this do? Oh, I need 30 strength to use it, so I can't test it out anyway. Well, wish I hadn't spent my insight now. Well, actually... I need... duplicates I should actually put away here. Just to clear up my inventory a bit. I don't think I have any, yeah, no. I'll keep the cannon for now. We'll see later if I decide to pour enough into strength to actually use it. Piku! Hello! How you doing? I'm feeling a bit foolish, but other than that, I'm doing well. I didn't check the stats on something before I went to upgrade it. Whoopsie. Definitely feel a bit stupid for that one. I am currently going through... I at least want to unlock every boss. I might not beat every boss, because there really isn't a point to it. Not for the purposes of this run, anyway. Oh, yep. I can see that. The gems can be a bit of a pain. Fair enough. Chat can be very helpful at times. Also very hurtful. This little piggy, leave me alone. Probably not going to use the fire paper here. That's part of what makes them helpful, though. Is there anything else I might want to use here? Actually, wait. I'll try the Shaman Bone Blade again. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay, it looks like they're practically immune to fire, so I was right to not... I will try almost anything just once. Just to see what it does. In this case, it just cut the battle probably in half. It doesn't. But still, that's not an insignificant loss of health. Oh dear. Honestly, the katana's the one I really want out of the picture. The others aren't anywhere near as aggressive. weird. Okay. Last one. The other two aren't anywhere near as rough once the katana wielder's out of the picture. There we go. But yeah, I'll try anything if I think it might work. The Shaman Bone Blades work for the Living Failures and the Shadows of Yharnam, but not for the Witches of Hemwick. I think it not working on the Witches of Hemwick might be because the witches can target their mad ones, regardless. It actually doesn't matter if... Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I think it's because of the fact that even without one of them, the AoE from the one witch did target their summons. But you can't get the witches to target each other. Let's buy more of this, because I might need it later. And I'm going to go back here, but just for long enough to unlock Rom as a fight. Because if I actually defeat Rom, I've messed up. Once I get Ludwig down, it's of no consequence, but until that point... yeah, it works on the sharks as well. Start walking up, and then I just slowly make my way back down under here and put the controller down so that the lady who's walking down the stairs... Oh! I may have to come back here later. You followed me. That's bad. Okay, because if you wait under the stairs, she'll actually just turn around and head back up the stairs. Same effect if you actually leave the building, apparently. Summon this guy just to make fighting her a little less troublesome. And she's wearing choir garb, so I definitely don't want to use arcane against her. And now, visceral. Her health pool is insane, actually. There we go. But she's a lot easier with him, but I'm going to use my silencing blank now, because I have no reason to have you around. I literally just summoned him because she's an absolute monster. I can beat her on my own, I've done it before. But I'd rather not have to worry about her at all. And, yeah. Oh! That's amazing, actually. Yeah. I have the Blood-Starved Beasts soundtrack as my alarm in the morning. So I wake up thinking I'm in the middle of a boss fight. The Sinister Bell, oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, that's my alarm in the morning. It's effective. See, the problem with me is that there's certain things I just won't wake up to. I will not wake up to, like, the normal sounds that you would associate with an alarm. Those are just white noise, I'll sleep right through them. Barking will sometimes wake me up, but, I'd rather not terrify my family with that one. Or freak out the dog. So I can't do barking. I used to have heavy metal as my alarm in the morning, but then that stopped really working. Less so heavy sleeper and more I could fall back asleep after turning off the alarm. I'm a lot less likely to do that with boss music. Especially when it's a boss that I know I have some trouble with sometimes. Oh, pardon. First things first, Grand Cathedral. And the Blood-Starved Beast just starts with... just suddenly starts with such a, high-pitched thing that it startles, and then I recognize it as boss music, and then I'm awake. Piku, you really shouldn't sleep with your phone under your pillow. Your phone's liable to overheat if you do that, and you could set your pillow on fire. Oh, wait. Let's put on the choir stuff for this, because I'm gonna need the arcane defense later. Or probably against the, amygdala. Yeah, you'll wake up, but then you'll have to replace your pillow and probably part of your bed. And you might suffer some burns. Alright, I've got to run past these goofballs. True. But, the scent of burning hair isn't exactly a pleasant one. How did I get hit by that? You. Grab me. But all machinery, phones included, need space to vent. If I'm remembering correctly from the 2 years of anatomy I took, this is the amygdala is the part of your brain that processes fear. Which is really tongue-in-cheek, actually.
What did you...
Yeah, I'm just pretty much going to run through. Is there anything I really want to get in the lecture hall? No. Yeah, I'll have to look that back up again. But I remember it's part of the brain. The exact function is where I'm faltering a little. I think it's yeah, I think it's processes fear. Yeah, tonsil stones are real. I don't remember what they are, but I know they're real. Gallstones and kidney stones are also real, and those are just ugh. Could be. This is faster. Shoot, where? There it is, okay. Hey Tom, how you doing? And, yeah, yeah, I've heard that they're very painful. Stones of any variety forming in your body are just... ugh. I've never done either, so I wouldn't... or, well, I've never had either a child or a stone, so I would not be able to compare. Huh. I'm so sorry to hear that you had to go through that pain, Piku. I would imagine. Go repair my stuff real quick. Even though I don't think I actually used any of it. Yeah, I was... yeah, first time I heard of stones, I was pretty young, too. Oh my gosh, Piku. Oh my gosh. Considering that it is possible to die from sheer pain, I'm very glad that you, did not.
Deep. Yes, coming now. Take my blood.
Let's put this back on. I don't know if I'd call that great timing. Freaking kidney stones plus pregnancy? Sheesh. That... sheesh. Ugh. I'm agreeing with Tom on this one. Definitely agreeing with Tom on this one. That sucks, though, that they couldn't give you anything. Or was it couldn't? They couldn't or they wouldn't? Because if it's they couldn't, that's one thing. If it's they wouldn't, then that's a failure on their part. Because on the one hand, a lot of substances will harm... Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Get down here, Amygdala. Wow, you got an HP upgrade. I know that there's drugs and medicines you can't take when pregnant. But there's also cases where I think it's yeah. Just die. Wow, you have a lot of damage reduction anywhere but your head, huh, don't you? Okay, I got effed there. Backed into a literally backed into a corner, and I couldn't move, like, at all. Yeah, I'm aware that there's a lot of stuff that pregnant individuals shouldn't take. But sometimes there are exceptions, and I was just wondering if there was an exception to that one that they could have gone with. But anyway, yeah, have an excellent day, Piku. Let's just get these just because. And go back. Can't believe I just died to Amygdala. Of all the things I could have died to. Amygdala. Mildly embarrassing. But anyway... Tom, how are you doing? Well, that's good to hear. Anything interesting happen? Oh, pet! AI. So the Pokemon trauma was just caused by another AI F-up. Oh my gosh. That's... I don't want to say this at the risk... That's actually kind of funny. You'd think that people would learn to, I don't know, double check their sources. Yeah, the people never double check their sources. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Bye-bye. But yeah, people really should learn to double check their sources. There's so much misinterpretation and misinformation out there that when I was writing my Book of Shadows, because I practice witchcraft and our own spiritual materials should be handmade, I triple checked everything I put in there. And that's just about myths and legends. When it comes to stuff like, well, actually, you should even with myths and legends, you should always double and triple check. Well, especially with those, actually, because there's a lot of people out there that if you get their culture wrong, they will hunt you down. Alright, where am I going next? Just always double check. If you can't get at least 2 sources, then consider the information to be an outlier. You know what? I'll keep on this stuff and I'll head towards Canehurst. Actually, even if you can find multiple sources, unless there's something concrete, Which there may be, there may not be, depending. Some sources are also more trustworthy than others. For example, I don't exactly trust a social media site to give me accurate depictions of the news. Oh, depending. Some social media sites are better than some news channels. I forgot to go to Yosefka's. I forgot to get the thing that'll actually let me get into Canehurst. Oh my gosh. Welp. At least I know I can get to that without fighting anything and without taking damage. Silver linings and all. Yep. Everybody wants their own version of history told. To the detriment of the people who actually lived it. Let's get my reward for sending a victim to Yosefka.
Oh, hello. You're all right. Very good. She's safe with me now. I presume you're to thank? The treatment is going well. Stabilized, for the most part. Fascinating, really.
Yeah.
Here you are, as promised. Oh, be a dear.
People are people and history is history. None of that is supposed to be recontextualized to suit modern conventions or a person's delusions of what history should look like. Big part of my problem with history in school was that. That and the fact that they covered the same 4 fucking topics. Pardon my French. Like, there was almost nothing that was covered. It was all Industrial Revolution, maybe some France stuff. Well, French Revolution was actually covered once, which I'm actually fine with. Wish it was covered more than once, but whatever. Well, or I wish more stuff was covered. Colonialism, and it was always painted in this rose-tinted mess. I'm not joking when I say that I learned more about, or a more accurate depiction of colonialism from a rock song than I did from any history class up until high school, where one of my high school teachers just didn't care about propriety and laid it flat, which I actually respect that guy. He was a good history teacher. I actually liked his class. But yeah, through elementary school and up to middle school, it was all just very rose tinted. They really act like people act like kids can't handle stuff. It's really weird. Guess what? If a kid isn't exposed to some form of darkness, they're not going to be able to handle it once they hit adulthood. I will be forever thankful for my parents showing me 80s movies while I was growing up. Because they treated kids like people and not idealized. Like, most of the kids in my class, I don't think even knew what an 80s movie was. They grew up on just, like, Disney Channel and whatnot. I grew up mostly on 80s movies and anime. And video games, but that's kind of another story. Yeah. We definitely need to understand the world. Oh, pardon. If we don't, there's no way we can grow and we're just stuck repeating it. There's some things out there that simply shouldn't be understood. But yeah, most of the kids in my class growing up didn't really have much of an interest in anything. They actually thought that I was the weird one for liking and even knowing some older movies and some anime. Like those were the things I talked about. Meanwhile, they talked about some more happy-go-lucky stuff when they were really little, and then it got more into sports. And then everyone was obsessed with everyone else's drama, and at that point I just stopped caring. Ooh, Sailor Moon. I actually have to go back and rewatch that. Card Captors too. The first anime that I ever watched was actually Inuyasha. And my parents still can't figure out how I actually knew what Inuyasha was before I watched it. I don't know how I did, and my parents don't know how I did either. But apparently one day I just came out of my bedroom with a toy sword and called it my Tetsaiga. They don't know how I heard it. They don't know where I heard it. But that was my introduction to anime. It's just me, and then they just stopped really caring about whether or not I watched it. Because apparently I'd already found out about it anyway. Why was that so easy? Yeah, my parents have discs, like the box set of like the first 4 seasons or something like that. Plus a few of the movies. I never actually went back and finished the series, though. I should. I really should go back and finish it. It was a good show. Though apparently the sequel sucks. Okay, let's see here. Definitely don't want that. Let's put on the fire paper and the bone marrow ash. I actually haven't watched a Digimon. Okay, that does not do a lot of damage. Not good, not good, not good. Okay, so I can't actually hit him still? Or not? I hate this projectile immunity. Why are you so... What just happened? Mistimed. Oh dear. I'll read that in a second. Shoot. Okay, I got him first try this time. Yeah, I didn't really get along with a lot of kids my age either. I have trouble communicating a lot of the time as well. It's actually kind of hilarious because, I have the social anxiety and my sister has the stage fright. I mean, I guess it's good that that split up. Because either one of us would be a total wreck if we both had social anxiety and stage fright. But still. Oof. Yeah, that, yikes. I can't relate to the middle child thing or the son thing, but I imagine that feeling different never really helps. It's always rough.
Visitor, I claim no subjects, but here lieth our throne. Need or get thee. Visitor. What is it? And which I very true feels that we.
And I'm just going to ignore that.
We await for the
I see no sparkly. Yeah, I'm sorry that you didn't really click with anyone.
Very well, let me. Farewell, good maid.
Um... Can you not use that word? I'll type in the chat what word I don't, what, that, I get what you mean, but considering what events are currently going on, that word makes me a little uncomfortable. Alright, let's restock on my stuff. And depending on what it is that happens, there are lines. If you just, like, broke a plate or something, you definitely deserve a second chance. I've recently had a lot of incel BS shoved in my face. It's all pretty much anybody's talking about in the circles I run in on Reddit and whatnot. I still need more echoes to replenish my stores. And incels and whatnot will pretty much only use the word female to describe women or anyone born with a certain body type. So while from a scientific perspective, it is classified, people are typically classified male or female. Hearing someone called female when just like talking is, and it's not in scientific concepts, it's icky. Oh, yeah. Your introductory messages, the greetings, tomcats, queens, and in-betweens, makes it very clear that you don't discriminate based on gender. I'm drawing a line there. That word makes me a little uncomfortable. So I know you didn't mean anything by it. Anyway, why is everything so expensive now in Bloodborne? Like, what? Negan, hello! How you doing today? You're fine, Tom. You didn't know. Now you do. Simple as that. I'll probably wind up adding it to the chatting rules that pop up when you first try to chat, just so that for future reference. But I'm not going to blame anybody for not knowing something. That's, or unless they go out of their way to avoid knowing something, at that point that's just stupid. Oh, that's cool, Negan. Did you have fun there? Let's go get more Vidella's blood. And actually, at this point, I'm hopping into the nightmare. Or, well, the DLC nightmare. You did karaoke? That's cool. I've never actually done karaoke. I haven't really used my singing voice in years. It's probably atrocious by this point.
Yes, coming now.
But karaoke could be fun. There it is.
Curse the fiends, their children too. And their children forever true.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can't beat Ludwig in a timely manner. Cats are definitely amazing. Your love of salmon? Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just running through here, don't mind me. Seriously, don't. Areas in Bloodborne are actually so short when you just run through. I blew through the entire early game in one stream for New Game Plus. Like, it's actually crazy. Oh dear. Would you follow me out here so that I can actually run past you? There we go. Or no. Yeah. That's not to say that cats and dogs can't get along, though. Oh dear. But it really does suck realizing just how different you are from other people and that nobody really cares to consider your point of view. Or that if you have a objectively wrong viewpoint, they just avoid you instead of talking to you and trying to get you to understand. That's always annoyed me. Alright, can I get to the next lamp? And we thank you for that, Negan. Yeah, that's annoying. If you want my respect, You have to earn it. I don't just respect someone for the sake of them being, or them existing. Unless they went through, like, something really traumatic. At that point, yeah, you have my respect for coming out of that a survivor. But I do try to be cordial, though. Well, for the most part. Once it hits a certain point, I just don't care anymore. I have my tolerance limit, and if you push my buttons too much, you will find that it's not quite as low as, or not quite as high as most people would prefer. Anyway, Ludwig. Definitely don't want to use Arcane against him. I have Adela's Blood, just in case. And Bone Marrow Ash for the second phase. Yeah, fair enough. It's always good to be cautious. Especially with people you've only just met. Those are pebbles. Those are definitely pebbles. Okay, Ludwig. This boss. Oh my gosh, that damage. And I just got hit twice. Yep. That was... Yep. Mildly embarrassed about that one, but that was attempt one. Head over here. Seeks vengeance from the grave. Did I hit a weak point? You know, if he threw pianos at me, I'd probably find it funny. And that might actually be enough to make me stop disliking this boss. Whoa, what the heck happened? I suppose he took that personally. I said I don't like him and he took it personally. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Fun fact, there is actually a game that I eventually do want to play on stream. I just don't have the means to stream it right now. Where, at least in the early game, you run into pianos that you can throw at people. And it's, I think, only in the early game. Unfortunately. But I do remember that there's a piano I threw at something. What a musical death. Fair enough. Oh dear. Alright, now I do that. Oh dear. One, two, three. Okay. I hate your phase one, dude. Okay. Oh dear. What? I roll. Input delay. Input delay got me there. I rolled. Well, that was attempt 3. Not bad for a third attempt, actually. Let's go replenish my stuff. Musical test, truly they would give a dirge in their last breath. Love the rhyme. Honestly, that sounds like a Zelda boss. Where you just take their weapon and do damage to them. Skyward Sword actually had one of those. As did Wind Waker, actually. Though they weren't bosses, they were regular enemies. You could take their swords and just kind of throw them around. Which, I need to go back and finish Wind Waker one of these days.
Do you? Yes, coming now.
Skyward Sword too, but I'm honestly more likely to finish Skyward Sword than Wind Waker. Mostly because the only reason I haven't finished Skyward Sword yet is because the system we had it on originally died. Horribly. Wind Waker I kept dropping because I got to the part where you collect the Triforce pieces, and yeah, that's just annoying. I don't like tedium, and that was tedious. Blood of Adela. Unfortunately, it's the Wii U that's dead. So the only place I can play Wind Waker on is the GameCube. The Wii U is the system of ours that died. Horribly. Like, it won't even turn on. We don't know what happened. Yeah, the Wii U definitely had a few flaws. But there were a lot of games we had on it that I actually really enjoy. We had the entire Metroid Prime trilogy, for one thing. Or wait, was it the entire trilogy? We had the original Metroid Prime on there, which my dad actually did buy for the Switch. And if I do get a means to hook up the Switch to streaming, I will be playing Metroid Prime, because it's been a while. I'd like to figure out how to hook up the GameCube, because Metroid Prime 2 is actually my favorite Metroid game that I've played. I know, that's a weird favorite. A lot of people call it the middle child. They don't like it for some reason. I love it. But, okay, so, alright, the Kindred Spirit. Kindred Spirit? Yeah, Metroid Prime 2 is my favorite of the trilogy. I've actually never beaten Metroid Prime 3 because that is actually the game that the Wii U died on. So there's a few games. The two games that I was in the middle of when the Wii U died were Skyward Sword and Metroid Prime 2. Or Metroid Prime 3, sorry. Corruption. Skyward Sword I was taking a break from because the controller just decided to go completely wonky in the middle of one of the final imprisoned fight. Like, you take out the imprisoned for the final time and then you're heading off into endgame territory. And the controller just went completely wonky and Link wouldn't go where I was trying to tell him to go. That's why. So I was taking a break from that, and then I was on. Shoot, I can't even remember where I was. I passed Alicia in Corruption, at least the first time. I think I was actually heading into the fight with Gandreda, and then the Wii U died, and it wouldn't turn back on. So I haven't actually beaten that one. Or either of those, because the Wii U died. However, if I do hook up the Switch, if I do manage to get the means to hook up the Switch for streaming, I will be doing Skyward Sword, and I will be doing Metroid Prime. And if I can figure out how to hook up the GameCube, well, we're going to have a Nintendo marathon. Because I will definitely be playing Twilight Princess, or The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and Metroid Prime 2. Just because I love those games. My favorite Zelda and my favorite Metroid. Alright, Ludwig. This is attempt 4. Oh dear. What? I'm already off to a much worse start. Back here. I messed up the timing on those dodges. Twilight Princess was the outlier because you were, you upgraded, it had the most sword upgrades. They really put an emphasis on the sword play in that. Oh dear. Which went away after Skyward Sword for some reason. Oh dear. What? I was hitting dodge. But yeah, Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword put a lot of emphasis on the sword play, which I liked. The items in Twilight Princess did somewhat lose their usage. but you could still find uses for them. A lot of people were upset that the spinner didn't get too much more usage outside of the Arbiter's grounds, but it actually is good for City in the Sky, because then you don't if you use it in City in the Sky, you actually don't have to worry about the tiles falling away. It's an obscure use, but it's still a use. It's also pretty good for crossing the desert quickly. The slingshot, though it loses a good portion of its usefulness after the Forest Temple, does still find its use in the Temple of Time if you don't want to use arrows, because it can take out the little spiders, which is helpful. Ball and Chain is just amazing. That is literally an explosion on a stick. Or chain? Like, I think the Ball and Chain actually qualifies in the game's code as an explosion. So you had to be a little creative, but you could still find uses for the items. Oh dear. What? How did I get hit by that? As far as Ocarina of Time goes, had more trouble with the fire temple. Why did I do that? Temple than the water temple. And that's actually something that persists to this day. Again, I'll play Ocarina on stream if I can manage to get the GameCube up for streaming. Majora's Mask, too. Majora's Mask is awesome. There we go. Oh dear. Oh dear. Dear, oh no, 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 no! I dodged. Come on. Okay. Let's go! That's my first time ever soloing him, by the way. Let's go! Oh my gosh.
Good hunter. Just I.
Just give me that. I don't want to waste these echoes. Let's go back to the dream. And thank you for the GGs, Tom. But yeah, I always found the Fire Temple in Ocarina of Time harder than the Water Temple.
Welcome. What is it? Very well, let me...
And it comes down to one stupid ledge. It's the fault of one ledge. And the fact that I sometimes forget to play the Song of Time in the Fire Temple. I'll be honest, I tend to do the Fire Temple as my 5th adult dungeon. Or wait. Or 4th, maybe. It was 4th, I think, actually. Because I tend to... My typical order after I retrieve the Master Sword in Ocarina is Forest, Water, Spirit, Fire, and then Shadow. The only reason Fire comes before Shadow is because it's a requirement. Unfortunately, you cannot complete the Shadow Temple without completing the Fire Temple. All the other temples are fair game, though. Right, Varuta. I'll be honest... That's probably the most forgettable Divine Beast for me in Breath of the Wild. I don't like some of the mechanics they introduced in Breath of the Wild. Like, for example, I liked being able to go underwater and whatnot. Like, actually swim around underwater from some of the previous Zelda games. I realized that would be incredibly difficult to implement in a game as large as Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, but it sucks that they got rid of that after Skyward Sword. I also, unironically, think that had they gone with a different method, I think they should have kept the Pieces of Heart system, and maybe even Pieces of Stamina instead of Korok Seeds, or heck, have the Korok Seeds, like, or even just replacing some of the Korok Seeds, considering how many there are in both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So many Korok Seeds. I never tried Vanabora's first. I always did Varuta first for the revive and then Va Meadow because Rivali's Gale is just overpowered. Twice? Why would you do that after the... Why? Why would you go for Vonneborus first twice after you said that you realized it was a bad idea the first time? But I think that Breath of the Wild's combat would have been more interesting for me, because I found myself bored a lot of the time, if they'd had a skill tree for the individual weapons. All the weapons having the same moveset, just different textures, that's boring. Fair enough, fair enough. I started this off as a Blood Tinge Arcane build with Waste of Skin. So I guess I can't really point fingers for crazy. Anyway, I think Ludwig is actually, but I should have unlocked the next section, actually, because it's pretty much just running through an area. But I think I'm gonna unlock the research hall and then call it, because solo Ludwig. That's big for me. That's the first time I've done it. Oh. My guy. Really? You haven't beaten Varudanya? That's... Huh. That's interesting, actually. See... Oh shoot, I forgot to get the eye pendant. I forgot. You know what? I'll unlock this tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Monday. My brain's clearly not working properly. But, Varudanya, the only thing difficult about it is that you can't use wood. If you're using anything wooden, it will burn, so you have to bring metal. Or guardian stuff. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it here. My brain's clearly not working properly, and honestly, solo Ludwig. Good place to call it. If you're interested in anything I've done up until this point, please check out my YouTube channel. I try to upload stuff same day, but sometimes YouTube doesn't let me. If you're interested in chatting off stream or seeing my announcements, I do have a Discord. Links to both are in the chat, though do be warned that my Discord does require a role to access most of the channels, and if you do not have a role by Saturday, which you can get one by interacting with the Crawlbot message, or wait, I suppose it's tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday. So yeah, if you don't have one tomorrow when I do go through and do the cleanup, you will be evicted. I will try to take timing into account if you haven't even been on the server, that's the word I was looking for 10 minutes, then you probably can't even get a role yet. So I will take that into account. But anyone else will be evicted. You've had time. If you've made it this far and are curious to see where I go from here, why not drop a follow? It takes but one button press, and you can always change your mind if you decide my content isn't for you. That said, happy time zones, everyone. And I hope you all have an excellent day and weekend.